Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of World Top Secret, the channel where we explore the mysteries and curiosities of the world. Today, we'll delve into a rather bleak hypothetical scenario: what would happen if Russia and the United States went to war? If you are interested in this topic, stay with us until the end and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Are you ready? Let's get started. Imagine a world where tensions between Russia and the United States have reached a boiling point. Both countries possess a significant nuclear arsenal, meaning that any conflict between them has the potential to be absolutely devastating. But how could we get to this point? What events could trigger such a conflict? There are several factors that could cause an escalation of hostilities between these two superpowers. Some of them are: the dispute for control of strategic regions such as Ukraine, Syria, or the Arctic. These regions are vital to the security and economy of both countries, and any attempt by one to expand its influence in these areas could be seen as a threat by the other. Interference in the internal affairs of other countries, such as accusations of cyber attacks or electoral interference. Both countries have been accused of interfering in other countries' elections, and any evidence of such behavior could raise tensions. Competition for global leadership and influence in other regions, such as Europe, Asia, or Latin America. Both countries want to be seen as world leaders, and any attempt by one to expand their influence could be seen as a threat by the other. The violation of international treaties or non-compliance with bilateral agreements, such as the Nuclear Disarmament Treaty or the Agreement on Iran's nuclear program. Failure to comply with these agreements could be seen as a threat to global security and could increase tensions. Ideological rivalry or the clash of values between the democratic and authoritarian systems. Both countries have very different political systems and values, and any attempt by one to impose its values on the other could increase tensions. Consequences. The consequences of such a war would be catastrophic. According to estimates, millions of people could lose their lives in the initial conflict and in the years that followed due to the effects of radiation and the destruction of infrastructure. Cities would be left in ruins, health systems would collapse, and food and water shortages would become a reality for many. In addition, the environment would suffer a serious impact, causing climate changes, pollution, and species extinction. It is estimated that a nuclear war could reduce global temperature by about 8 degrees Celsius, causing a phenomenon known as nuclear winter. This would affect agriculture, biodiversity, and the health of living beings. Economic cost. The economic cost would be equally staggering. It is estimated that a war of this magnitude could cost trillions of dollars, devastating the world economy. Financial markets would collapse, currencies would be devalued, and economic recovery would take decades. International trade would be interrupted, affecting supply chains and the production of goods and services. Poverty, unemployment, and inequality would skyrocket, generating more social and political conflicts. Cooperation and economic integration would be seriously damaged, making reconstruction and development difficult. International intervention. As for what other countries might get involved, that's hard to predict. However, NATO and other US allies are likely to be drawn into the conflict. China, as an ally of Russia, could also be involved, although its participation would depend on a number of factors. Global geopolitics would be altered in ways we cannot fully foresee. Some of the possible implications are: the formation of military blocs or alliances between different countries or regions, such as Europe, Asia, the Middle East, or Latin America. These blocs could have their own interests and agendas, which could further complicate the situation. The emergence of new actors or regional powers, such as India, Brazil, Turkey, or Iran, which could take advantage of the situation to increase their influence or resolve their conflicts. These countries could have their own agendas and objectives, which could add another layer of complexity to the conflict. The proliferation of nuclear or conventional weapons, such as missiles, drones, or cyber weapons, which could increase the risk of escalation or accidents. This could lead to an arms race and greater instability in the region. The humanitarian crisis and the displacement of millions of refugees, which could generate more tensions or violence. This could lead to a large-scale refugee crisis, with millions of people displaced and seeking safety. We hope this episode has made you think about the possible consequences of a large-scale conflict between two nuclear superpowers. Although this scenario is purely hypothetical, it is important to understand the implications of such a conflict in order to work together towards a more peaceful world. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and remember, if you liked this video, don't forget to like and share it. Until next time.